And hey, Alejandro, how are you doing today? This is the fourth episode of Off the Mark Podcast, the real Off the Mark Podcast.
Yeah, we couldn't even get. Can we talk about that? How we couldn't even get the name?
Yeah.
We made up a name and it was taken. We couldn't even get the made up name. Don't support the other people. If you support this podcast, you can't support another Off the Mark podcast.
But guess what? When I looked up our name and I found those other podcasts, I subscribed to like 2 of them. I watched a few episodes.
You don't have to subscribe to watch them. I watched them too.
I know,
were they better?
But I mean,
You said what?
they were pretty cool.
I don't remember.
They were pretty cool. They're all small, but yeah, they were pretty cool.
They're sitting on a couch, bro.
Yeah. Sitting on the couch, and then there's one that they don't have a visual. They just have like the audio up. It was like a dude and a female talking about like sex. Like 2 white people. And then there's like one that had like a Mexican guy and a Mexican girl and shit. It took me down a rabbit hole, bro.
I was annoyed that we weren't the first one, bro.
Me too. But now I think about it, it kind of makes sense. Like, off the mark is kind of a common, like, idiom or a saying, whatever it's called.
Really?
Is it?
Yeah. Off the mark. Imagine, because everybody trying to make a name outside of the box.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to think of, like, shit that's outside of the box, and they're going to be like, oh, off the mark. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't care, bro. I just know it hurt my feelings that other people had our name already and we couldn't have it. It'd be like, it's like when you try to get your name on Instagram and then like 10,000 Alejandros already have it first. So now I have to be some generic.
Alejandro 10,001.
I feel like an off-brand podcast. I feel like they're Kellogg's and we're like, I don't know.
Should we change our name?
No.
Okay.
We should just dominate the field
Facts, bro.
and then make it illegal for anybody else to
Fucking way to do it, bro.
get that name. But we got to talk about interesting things.
Do you think we're capable of doing that?
More than them, bro. There's some weird, y'all suck. Whoever, if y'all watching this podcast.
Wait, do you know when they started?
Nah, I wasn't looking that far, but I watched like 3 or 4 episodes.
How long are they?
Like for 45, 30, an hour. It's like different.
We probably doubled their viewership by watching their podcast.
And for like 16. No, they had like 50 views on one. They had like
popping.
60 facts, bro. They're famous.
I thought, bro, to be honest, bro, by now I thought we would have gotten like a contract from like, I don't know.
iHeartRadio or
They
some
started
shit,
6
right?
months ago.
Oh,
With
shit.
the
Damn,
two,
bro, you good? You
I'm
good on the
guessing
audio stuff?
The 2 Mexican girl ones started.
Oh, this is the 2-girl one? I mean, that's not fair.
I follow both of those girls on Instagram.
Are they cute?
Though.
Are they cute?
I think
Instagram?
yeah.
How'd you find them on Instagram?
I went to the description.
Oh, they had the link?
Yeah.
Do we have links?
No,
we're slacking, bro.
not
That's
always.
why.
Not always.
Yeah, bro.
Sometimes I get lazy when I do the video and shit.
I gotta start posting pictures of like
Facts, bro.
sunsets and like
No,
walking
you
my
post
dog,
pictures of yourself. Yeah, walking your dog and shit.
looking off into the distance.
With rap lyrics.
At my
underneath.
goals. Yeah. Inspirational quotes.
But you know what's weird? So the weird thing about social media is that everybody knows what you're doing, but no one really engages. So like we were at Deja's dinner, her birthday dinner, and everybody at the table was like, "Oh, how was your podcast?" I'm like, "What the fuck?" 1, you don't follow me on Instagram. For 2, you didn't like anything, you didn't comment anything, but like everybody knew we had a podcast. And I was like, bro, like, why don't y'all niggas, like, Alyssa and Ezekiel and Johnny Lee were like, oh, your podcast is all cool, da-da-da, y'all keep da-da-da. I'm like, okay, can you, like, get us some engagement, nigga? Can you, like a post, follow the page or something? They're like, oh, we don't know we could do that much.
Yeah, if you don't, I mean, I don't know. You got to get your friends. If your friends aren't on it, I feel like
you're a loser in real life.
Something like that. Like, you should at least be able to, like, that's who you, like, if you become a salesperson, you always sell to your, like, friends and relatives and whatever first.
It was weird. But Deja's older brother, he wants to, like, we're talking about him coming on the podcast. But I told him we're building, like a little setup. Deja's older brother. Told him we're building, like, a setup at your house and shit.
How's Deja's sister doing?
She's good.
Shout out to Deja's sister. You're a great person.
She's single, actually, and we were talking about you. I put in a good word for you.
Was she there?
Yes.
Oh, damn. I should have gone. Wasn't you lucky inviting me?
Actually, I did. That could have been your night. Bro, that night was a good night, honestly. It was a very good night, reuniting with some of the bros, the lady bros.
She has a unique attractiveness.
How?
Nobody's gonna watch this, bro. I don't care. I'm just
All right, then be honest.
Facts, bro.
I am, bro. She's an attractive young lady.
What's attractive about her? Because she's butt ugly to me.
She had cute eyes. Yeah, she look like. I like her demeanor. I like how she comes across. She's like
mean.
stoic.
She looks mean. Fuck no, she looks mean.
She looks mean.
Oh, you think she looks bad too?
What the fuck? How did me saying that she look mean go from you to think
It's
she
either
looks
good
bad
or
too?
it's either good or bad. You can't be on both
I
sides.
don't
of the
think she
fence.
looks mean.
I'll take a mean girl, bro. Tell me to take out the trash and mean it, bro. It's all good. Don't make it a suggestion. It's like I'm playing now. I don't want a girl to tell me what to do. I've watched videos. I've been watching videos to get ready for this podcast, and they tell me that the only way a relationship works is if the woman looks up to the man in the relationship.
Like in terms of height?
And I feel like that's a very controversial. I mean, I'm pretty sure that helps.
I mean, yeah, you're pretty tall.
I'm pretty sure that helps. I'm taller than her. She's a lot of woman to handle.
You're
though.
not. Are you taller than her? I don't know.
What the
kinda
fuck?
like,
Bro, she's like 5. Like
nigga, I don't
6.
know because when we like together, I don't notice my tallness when I'm with her. So I don't know if she's taller than
Can
you
you
or
look
not.
her in the aisle?
I don't know. It's just since I know there's not a noticeable like there are people when people are shorter or taller than you.
Yes.
I don't know if they're taller or shorter than me, so we're probably like around the same height.
Okay,
Yeah.
so but for Alejandro's sake, I want to say 90% of females are shorter than him.
If you just listening to the audio version, I was just
Fist bumping.
Yeah, fist bumping.
You about to say who, Ryan?
Yeah, I didn't really know. I couldn't think of the word, but no, yeah. I feel like that's a controversial statement to say that girls need to look up to the guys in a relationship in order for the relationship to work. But I'm down for it. I feel like it makes sense because like in any engagement, whether it's like business or anything, one person is always in charge. There's always a CEO. There's always a boss. There's always a leader or whatever on like a team. There's like a team captain. And it's not that that person independently decides everything for the relationship or like how they however it goes, but they just have the main control and like direction or whatever. It's just understood like who's in charge.
What is looking up to your guy? Like just like listening to them? Like,
Yeah,
letting
just
them
like
lead the way?
a respect. Yeah, I feel like women need love and men need respect.
How would you
As
even
as like a tier list of things, if you were to like prioritize what needs to happen in a relationship.
but how would you even like? Could you even imagine a man looking up to a female in a relationship? I don't know. Like,
Yeah, and then those relationships don't work.
I'm trying to think of an example, and I can't even think of one. It's weird.
Those relationships either end up falling apart. This is very general. Those relationships, and I don't know, comment down or come on the podcast and talk whatever. Those relationships either don't work or nobody's happy in those relationships.
You don't think the girl's happy?
Nah.
You think she innately wants to look up to a man?
I think she's had experiences in her life where she got like dumped or something. It was like a bad experience. So she settled for like a weak person. And now she's like, I'll just go down or whatever. I'll just downgrade to like this weak man because I know I can control him and I know it's not going to end badly for me.
I agree.
We should have a woman here so that she could say something.
Okay, what if they're on like the same level, I guess?
They're not.
What do you mean they're not?
Oh, wait, what do you mean same? No, not
What if they were?
like the class, like how much money you make has nothing to do with it.
Oh, then what are you speaking? What are you talking about?
I'm just talking about a girl.
In what way is she looking up to him?
Just all the masculine traits that a man can carry. Just being like, I would say stoic.
That's your fucking favorite word, bro.
Bro, I've been watching it, bro. Have you
I've
seen
never heard
meditate?
no
Have you watched
say
Meditations?
By who? No. By like Socrates or some shit. Plato's name.
Marcus Aurelius. Yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah.
dude. Ain't he gay, bro? Wasn't he like a closet faggot?
Yo,
Dick talk.
What?
you're gonna give me like an edit button for that. What the fuck?
Everybody's logging off now. All three lost. Are we just cut our sponsorships in half now?
It's like, well, now we're sitting at point.
They're gonna go all the way
0.005.
back.
Now we're in the negative. Bro, my face just got hot when you said that. I was like, bro,
Wait,
Whoa.
so dicks make you hot and heavy?
I was like, we're about to get canceled, bro.
Fucking what, episode 4?
There's gonna be some gay people standing outside.
Like, wow, this is the largest audience we've had in a long time.
What are you guys doing here?
We're here for the podcast.
We're here to beat y'all up. Oh man,
That's bummy. Yeah, I can see you. You like thinking about cocks now.
what?
I can see it on your forehead.
Nah,
You got a
on
cock
my
mark
forehead.
your
On my forehead.
Yeah.
Yeah, an imprint of a dick comes on my forehead. Like whatever I'm thinking of comes out on my head.
Imagine.
Yeah.
That was such. Cause sometimes niggas do be. I don't know about y'all.
Whoa, what?
Y'all never thought of a dick before, like randomly, not knowing else's dick, but like abstractly thought of dick before.
Nope.
You never did, bro.
Nope.
Never.
Wait.
What about it?
Just like you never
Oh.
thought of like dick before.
No, nigga, what the fuck you talking
He said,
about?
"What about it? I need details."
Yeah, I mean,
He said,
like the
yeah.
image of a dick.
Yeah.
Whose dick? If it's not yours.
Whose dick? Just a random dick.
Just your favorite dick, nigga.
Yeah. Like your imagination of the perfect dick.
Oh.
You never thought of a dick before? Just a random dick.
The perfect dick? No, I have never thought about
I
the
feel
perfect
like
dick.
you don't have to keep talking about this if you don't want to, bro. If you feel like you didn't want to talk about it, but now you feel like you have to talk about it.
No, I mean, cause I was just saying, like, damn, like, man, I be sus, like,
You be sus.
Oh,
like,
that's funny.
imagine, like, keeping your thoughts to yourself, but like a dick just pokes out there, you know?
Like a hologram, like a projector
Yeah,
screen.
yeah.
Whatever you're
It's
thinking.
just like, whoa, we know what you're thinking about.
Well, I mean, you'd be able to see what everybody else is thinking about too.
Well, I'm pretty sure they're not thinking about the same thing I'm thinking about. I'm pretty sure I'd probably be thinking about the most off
If
the wall.
you'd be thinking about things that you would be trying not to think about. You'd be
Yeah.
like, don't think about that, and just be like, bam, like the Green Lantern, just bam,
Facts,
come
bro.
out.
Oh, fuck!
try to put it back in. Everybody be walking around with skull caps and bandanas.
Facts, bro. Trying to hide their shit.
Yeah,
I'll be proud.
we'd be a weird race, bro.
Yo,
Facts,
is there a
bro.
movie about that?
About people that wore bandanas. And now
Nah,
like, we were-
whatever they think is like, it's like a kind of a picture that
It
shows.
sounds like a Black Mirror
I
episode.
think
The
so.
kid
but
from
I've never
Spider-Man?
seen it. Yeah, I've never seen it. I
Yeah.
just seen like a movie, you know, Cinema Sins.
Nah.
Oh yeah.
I seen it about that. Nah, so I seen it. I always wanted to watch it though, but I never got around to it.
No, but yeah, basically, men have to level up. I just say what I hear in other podcasts, bro. Men have to level up in order to get
In
women.
terms of what though? If it's not financially.
No, it is in all areas, like
That's
in
an aspect
like
of
your
it?
body, yeah, just like working out, like spiritually, intellectually, or whatever. Just be an interesting person, and be
Very hard to be
speak
interesting.
speak with the purpose. Try to trim all the fat off what you say, so that you're not just speaking nonsense or whatever.
You
Get
know
to the
how
point.
boring life would be.
I'm not saying not have a sense of humor or whatever. Have a personality, some character, and then yeah, girls find that attractive. My cousin came across some quote. It was like, make yourself, or just work on yourself, and you'll become attracted to people just off of that. You sound like the,
You thinking about dick right now?
this is a dichotomy of the podcast. That's gonna be a good clip to put in the.
Alejandro, put that away.
That's gonna be a good thumbnail.
What?
That me talking like hella like trying to say something, and then you just going, you thinking about like.
What the fuck?
This is what we do on the podcast.
Oh shit! But I agree. The unfortunate part about that is sometimes it doesn't always work.
What doesn't work?
Like if you're like a negative like 40, personality, looks, finances, bro. and
A
you
negative
level up,
40?
Yeah, you level up, you get to like a 0, bro. I think you still have like no chances getting a female.
So like, what's the peak? Like 100?
I don't know. I'm not saying there's.
I don't get your number scale range. You start at negative 40, you went to 0. Is it positive 40 is the max? Like,
Let's say positive 40 is the max.
Oh, when you say 100.
people are. Why would I say 100? It's a random number.
100%.
Yeah, why'd you go negative?
But 100%.
Yeah, why'd you start at
negative?
Not. Well, go ahead. Just make your point.
Yeah. So some people like start so low, bro. Like in a
You can
total
keep leveling up. Keep moving up.
But they have to work like 50 times harder than the next person who didn't
Yeah.
start that low.
It's definitely not fair. It's definitely not fair that we have to. Well, no, I'm not saying it in like a complaining way, but it's just not fair as far as like equity. The amount of work that guys have to put in to get like high status women compared to the work that women have to put in to get like any man that isn't like incredibly high status.
Do you?
Wait, what's like high status as in pretty? Like good looking?
yeah, women can pretty much just be beautiful and be hot status or whatever. As far as like being desirable, like the girls that you try to get after or whatever that you find attractive, they're mostly just beautiful. You're not like, oh
Yeah, I know nothing about them.
you're not like she's not the CEO of like Kellogg's or whatever the heck.
Yeah.
But I think that's with guys too. Like all you gotta do is be like fine to a girl. You could be a bum for all she knows, but she doesn't know that. She just knows you're fine. So like
Maybe to talk to them, but not to like try to acquire them in a relationship.
I beg to differ.
If you work at
I know
Taco,
a lot of niggas that's like bummy, and they got like higher status females, but they're so like cute to the female that the female is just like whatever. You're cute enough, so we're just gonna work this out.
yeah, I don't think that works long term though.
It doesn't work long
Because
term.
then especially if
Yeah,
the
how
girl,
old are they?
especially
like younger.
especially if the girl is like makes more money or whatever, or just is in a different place in her life, eventually she's gonna be like, I don't want to do this for the rest of my life.
Yeah, but what's more important, like your younger days or your older days? Because I feel like
Your older days, not even.
Yeah,
what?
but I feel like when you get older, a lot of the shit doesn't even matter anymore. Like a lot of the shit that we do, we buy clothes and shit to impress like younger people. But like when we're older, we're probably not gonna care that much about social shit. We're probably gonna care about like family and shit. So it's like if you can do better in your younger days, that means you really got the sauce. Because usually everyone in their older days like tends to do better most of the time.
What are you talking
Like, it
about?
doesn't matter.
That's just a different part of life. When you're younger, you're in a different realm, or you're around different people. When you're older, you're gonna be around different people. If you're in an environment that requires you to wear like whatever, dress a certain way, you can dress however you want when
But
you get
life
older.
like doesn't matter. Like after you hit a certain age, bro, like no one gives a fuck. So it's like,
What are you talking
who cares?
about? Bill Gates, Mark Cuban.
Bill Gates.
You think
like,
his
what?
life? You think his life doesn't matter to him?
No, but
Why
like
he made most of his wealth like later on in his
but like
years.
who actually cares?
Bill Gates does.
But like, do you care?
Yes.
Do you care?
Yeah, he just made the vaccine or something. Like, yes, I care for.
You care?
Nah.
My
What,
point
like
exactly.
about Bill Gates?
Yeah.
No.
What do you mean?
So
Who
listen,
do you care about? 21 Savage? Like, what are you talking about?
we don't know.
Hey,
I'm
bro,
saying-
he was going off on the album though.
It's my point. So
So
people,
Bill Gates was going off on the album. You care about Bill Gates?
I mean, how'd he do? Yeah.
if Bill
Exactly.
Gates was younger, like let's say Bill
What if he
Gates
was-
was like 25. Clap it up, bro. He did
Why?
this, bro, because he's like younger, bro. It's
Oh,
like
if you
more
accomplish,
cool.
if you accomplish a lot when you're younger, it's less, like it's less likely that it's more of a challenge to accomplish a lot. Like being like Kylie, what's her name, Kylie Jenner, becoming a billionaire, the youngest billionaire, like that's like interesting.
Right, and we all care. But if she became a billionaire when we were like older, we'd be like, oh, okay, that's it.
That's because you're younger. She's in your
That's my
circle.
point.
You're not gonna
Our
focus.
younger
You're not
days
gonna
matter
focus.
way more to
No,
us than
you're just
our older days.
you're just focusing on your life right now. You're not gonna focus on like 17-year-olds when you're 65.
Shit,
bro.
I don't know. Hold on, 17.
Oh, you make that 18, right?
Facts, bro.
Nigga said, high school, hold on.
Yeah,
School,
stop.
hold on.
Stop with that
When was the last
pedos.
time you went to Mama Go?
Ooh, it's been a while since I crept.
Nigga, that's so... Okay, before last year. Last year doesn't count.
Shit, I don't know. It
All right.
been a cool-
anyways,
cool year.
you're gonna be. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really get your point on that. You're gonna enjoy life way into or whatever's because your priorities are gonna change. Right now, you're a kid. You've been a kid your whole life, so now you don't have. This is the only perspective you have.
Yeah, and then when you get older,
How do you
nothing
know?
Matters.
You're not older.
Sure, but I look at older people, bro. They don't care about what people. A lot of times, they don't care about what people think about them. They don't care about like nigga like making more money and shit, bro. Wherever they're at that moment. They just like flatten out, like flatline. Most of the
They're
people.
bummy. Then you should always
But
try to
it's not
progress.
always bummy. They could be at like a 7.
Necessarily. They could just reach some certain level and they're comfortable and they don't need any more.
But I mean, money isn't the only way to progress. You can
No,
get,
a certain
you get-
level, like
get better at other
overall,
things.
like life, a level in life that they could just be comfortable with. Like I said, they don't have to be poor. They don't have to be rich. They could
But
be.
then,
at, like,
then you can just enjoy life.
But when you're younger, most of the time you'll probably like try to get higher and higher and higher because the shit matters. Like you want to impress like people around you and shit. But when you're older, bro, you just like whatever. Like
So-
I did my
so
shit.
you think
know,
life-
your life is going like you just coast through the rest of your life.
So you think
Bro,
life?
after 35, bro,
You think life isn't gonna matter later on because you're not gonna want to impress people?
it's like you won't impress. I think majority of the reason people do things is for to get like social validation, bro.
I feel like
and that's mostly what you do when you're younger, and then when you're older, you don't care, so you just stop. You just like flatline.
that's not a bad thing though. Like doing things for
it
social
is.
validation isn't like shouldn't be your motivation. Shouldn't be your only motivation. Your primary motivation.
Maybe not only, but it's definitely a lot of people's primary, and then everything else is like secondary.
Just because it is though doesn't mean it's like. First of all, it's not.
I'm not
good.
saying it's right. I'm not saying it's right or good. I'm just saying.
But
like,
you're saying that's what
when
makes. You're basically saying that's what makes like life worth living because you don't have that later on, and it's not. And then life isn't gonna matter.
Do you think when you're like 50, you'll still be like trying out to do new things and trying
Yes,
to do
100%, bro.
You're not old. How do you know that?
Because I
You
see
see,
other
exactly,
people. Because I
it
see other
works the
people.
same.
Because I
Who?
see other people
Who?
doing it.
Who?
My dad. Like what?
He does new things.
Yeah.
What does he
He
do?
goes deep sea fishing
He never done that ever in his life.
in different areas and stuff. He's exploring the world, bro.
No, he's done that before in his life, right?
Not in the same places. He has done that before, and he does it in other places.
So that's what I'm
do you know
saying.
how much the world, like things, how many things
I
exist
know.
in the world?
Just because he's doing it in different places isn't something new, though. He's doing the same thing in a different place.
But he's enjoying life. I don't get what your point is.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Your majority, I feel like majority of your life happens in your younger days, and anything that you've done up to like I don't know. Let's say there's a wall at like 30. I don't know what the time is. I'm just saying. Everything you've done up to like that point is what you're gonna do for the rest of your life, and you're never gonna like do anything else or step outside of that.
That's silly, bro. There's so much
silly,
things
but
that
you
you
just
could
gave
learn
me one
language.
example
I
that
think that's
didn't-
probably on average true.
That's so dumb.
You gave me one example that
How so?
proved my point.
That you're only gonna do what you do until you're 30. If you have kids, you could. I mean, if you're financially like trapped or whatever, and you don't have any financial flexibility, if you set your life up that way, then yeah, that's probably how it's gonna work. But to think that
most people's lives set up that way?
honestly don't care how people's lives are set up.
No,
bro.
but are most people's lives?
How would I know that?
Do you think most people have financial freedom to do like whatever they want?
No. That doesn't
So
have anything to do with whether or not life is worth living after 30.
I didn't say if it's worth living. I
said
said
early.
you get to like a certain point and you probably just do the same thing, like the same thing. We've had this conversation before. You get to a certain point and you don't do anything new. You don't like chase after anything new. You don't build anything new. You just whatever you've done up to that point, the rest of your life is just you do it the same thing until you die. Because you
That's
have
a
no
very
reason
that's
to
a very
like,
depressing outlook on life. If
I don't
that's,
think
if that's
it's
your outlook
depressing.
on life,
It's not depressing. It doesn't. Why is it depressing? It's just what it is.
because you're just gonna be you're just waiting to die.
Well,
you're just
yeah.
waiting for the next
Nah.
iPhone to come out.
No, I think because you're saying, I don't know who said it, but when you're younger, you're hustling, right, to build yourself up. And at some point, you're going to be built, right?
Right.
And then from that point on, you're just going to coast, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, what's coasting?
Well, I don't know, whatever that is to the person.
Buying a PS7? Like
No old person is gonna buy a PS7. They're
Mom,
gonna
Terry Crews built a computer with his son,
But
and he's like 60, bro.
did he do that for his son or did he do that for himself?
Well, he also plays video games, so I
Do
mean,
you really believe that?
yeah, he said he does. He
Wait,
said
but do you believe it?
He said he's down for. Why would I not believe it, bro?
I'm asking you, do you believe that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, now do you believe he's ever played video games ever in his
Yeah,
life before
yeah.
that? No new things. He's doing the same thing over and over.
So you don't think Terry Crews is a multifaceted individual?
he could be,
He's
but he could be
an
multifaceted.
he's an actor. He's into bodybuilding or whatever. He's crazy into like video games or whatever. I mean, I don't know his discography. Or
So you
whatever
gave me 3 things that he's
His
probably been
autobiography.
doing his whole entire life
that I know of.
that you know.
I don't live with him. I don't know what he does on it.
But he's an actor, right?
Yeah,
So he's been acting for how long?
I don't know.
Do you think he will ever go like fucking become like a realtor? Do you think he'll
That's
ever
his
go?
profession, bro.
But so he built himself up acting, right? Being an
Mhm.
actor, right? So now he's gonna live his life as an actor, right? He's never
Mhm.
gonna go into another lane, most likely. He's never gonna go into another lane and do something else.
Well, how's that different from until you're 30?
I didn't say 30 was the age. I'm saying
Well, how's that different from before he was 30?
because
he was
before he was
doing
30,
that.
he was probably doing like hella more things. Like he was probably doing hella more things.
No, he's probably trying to become an actor. and
Exactly.
And he
This is my
became an
point.
actor.
And then he's just content with being an actor.
He's an actor now. He's
What
not
is
gonna.
what is
he's
the
not gonna
point?
be-
You're saying, okay, what is your point? You're saying that life, you're saying, what did you say? It's not,
Basically,
nobody cares?
Right. So if we live to be like 200,
Mhm.
he'd probably still he'd probably still be doing more things to get like more social status and stuff. Like probably up until like maybe like 120 or something. Let's say we live to be 200. There's a certain period there's a certain time in life wherever you're at, you just like pretty much stay there and you do the same thing. That's all I'm saying. Cause you have no reason to like.
We're talking about a billionaire, bro.
All right, let's go to the next topic.
That's so dumb, bro. If whoever is whoever is moving through life or whatever, you should always be trying to upgrade yourself and whatever. You should have hobbies and you should be learning new things.
That's what everybody says, bro.
Because
but
we're in a
everybody
position.
stops.
Okay, that's fine. Because all of everything that's happened up to this point has been to give us the opportunity to live the lives that we have now. People have struggled and suffered, and now we're in a position to have Netflix and Wi-Fi or whatever and connect with like other people or whatever. And you have nothing but opportunity, bro. Our potential is way more than it's ever been, as far as what we're able to accomplish or whatever. So whatever position you're in, you have to take advantage of life at all times, no matter what age. And it's stupid to think that once you reach a certain point or whatever, it's like doesn't matter to like keep trying to like level up and improve yourself.
No one cares.
You care.
Everybody's minding their
doesn't matter. It
business
doesn't
at that
matter who
time.
cares. It doesn't matter if somebody else thinks that you have good social status or not. All you have to know is that you're alive, so you should live. That's it.
So you don't think people do things to better themselves just to better themselves? They're always trying to climb the
I think
status ladder.
I think primarily. So like, if you're 50, that's when you say, "Oh shit! In my 30s, I did this, and that. Now I'm gonna work on my health, right?" But you're not doing that to like impress people. You're doing that because you probably don't want to die, or you probably realize like, "Yo, I fucked this up." So you're like reworking it. When you're younger, though, most likely the reason why you're trying to get in shape is because you want to look better for people. You want like to get females. You want to get hoes and shit. That's what I'm saying. The reason you do shit changes when you get older because no one really cares. Like, there's no 60-year-old saying, "Yo, bro, you're 60. You need to like lose weight because you need to be more attractive." They're saying like you need to lose weight so you can stay alive. You get what I'm saying? There's no social aspect to it. It's like contained in yourself. You're motivated. Your motivation is like internal. But when you're younger, your motivation is like external, mostly, primarily. Like, you want to be famous. You want to have money so you can, like, flex on people. You want to be attractive so you can get all the girls. You know? You want to be that guy.
Yeah,
I think if you would have said it that way.
You mature as you get older, yeah, and you understand what actually has value, not other people's validation.
Because no one cares.
But how you feel about yourself.
Right.
Yeah, first of all, no one even cares about anybody.
But people care. No, people care
No,
now.
in
There's a reason
reality,
why Kylie has a bajillion million followers on Instagram.
They don't care, though. Like, people don't really care about people or whatever. Like, when you think, like, things that, like, make you self-conscious, like, people don't really care or whatever. Like, those things that matter to you aren't really important to other people to the effect, to the amount that they matter to you. Like, have you ever looked at a picture of yourself and be like, damn, I look stupid? And then, like, to ask somebody else about it, they'd be like, oh, I didn't even notice that or whatever the heck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because we notice our flaws more than other people.
Right.
Yeah, so that's just a symptom of being immature and young.
And then there gets a point in life where you just.
That's
like,
another reason why you
doesn't
just
matter.
shouldn't. That's another reason why you just shouldn't care in general of like what people think about you.
You shouldn't care. Well,
You
most people
should
do though.
You should care about some people's opinion because they actually care about you, like your friends or your family or whatever.
The people that actually care about you are past like 50 and shit. Those are the people that I was talking about earlier.
What you mean, I care about you? See, I can't. That's why I can't let you say these stupid things.
You just said no one cares.
Yeah, in general. Like the people you think care, like you're like when you post
You
something.
just told me you care. So if I think you care, now you're telling me
It was a general statement that most people don't care. So that you think people care or whatever, whatever like you're afraid to like make a move in your life or whatever, and you care about what people think or whatever. Like that's not really an issue. Like that you have to take into consideration. You just be like it doesn't matter.
Sure, but most people don't have the ability to like separate to like know that. They don't have the wherewithal to like know that.
That's fine. You just work toward it. It's not easy.
It's not.
You just push through it. It's all about habit building, bro. Let's just move into a different topic. It's all about habit building. Who are you trying to be in life, bro? You're trying to be a more disciplined person. You have to make disciplined habits. I'm trying to be a kinder person. I did a kind thing, bro. I messaged like a random person or whatever. I only interacted with her like 5 times in high school, and she was like she posted she was going through some stuff or whatever. And I just messaged her. I was like, I just want to let you know I'm rooting for you. I said other stuff too, but I ended it with like, I just want to let you know I'm rooting for you.
My address is if you want a shoulder to cry on.
Now she goes to the other team or whatever. So that's how I knew my intentions were pure. I was like, I'm only doing this because I want this person to not or whatever to know that spread a little positivity or whatever. And it made me feel so good, bro. It made me feel like how I want to feel most of the time. And I wanted to be like nice. I wanted to be like nice to like other people or whatever. And and I was like, the only thing I need to do in order to be this type of person is to do the type of things that this type of person would do. It's just like habit building. It just takes forever or whatever. You just little by little, and then eventually you're just that person. And I assume it comes at a certain point when things like that aren't uncommon. Because when I did it, bro, I was nervous and stuff. I was getting like, it was like I felt like a risky text message, but I didn't want anything from it. Yeah, in my mind, I was like, what if she's like, ew, don't talk to me or whatever? Or like, why are you sending me this, you weirdo?
Like, bitch, you're the one that said. I'm trying to help you out.
Yeah, but I was just like, I just kept reminding myself. I was like, nah, it's just like, because you feel like it's like a good thing to do or whatever, so just do it and stuff. And you just do stuff like that, and then eventually you're just that person.
So if you do something enough times, you become that person.
Probably.
So if I were to
start dating dudes, bro, you probably after a while those thoughts will probably manifest into your lifestyle. Yes.
Well, so what if she offered you a service based off? Maybe she was vulnerable, and she's like, "Oh wow, this guy cares about me," and she offered you a service. Would you take her up on the offer?
What you mean, like sex?
I mean,
he was trying to avoid
you said it, not me.
Nah, that's low key why I didn't even want to talk about it, because it's like my cousin went and did ayahuasca or whatever, and he came back and he started talking about like right away, but he talked about how it's the type of thing like you don't really talk about like after you do it, and certain things you never talk about because they're like sacred or whatever, and it means something, and then it like dilutes value whenever you like talk about it or whatever in casual conversation. So I kind of didn't want to talk about it for that reason, and now it's kind of like whatever, but. Nah, I wouldn't, cause whatever.
Did she respond?
Yeah, she was just like, "Thank you, whatever." So thank you for your words. That made me feel good too.
She's like, "I know what else can make you feel good."
Nah, bro, I was just chilling. I'm just happy or whatever to make people happy.
I respect it.
And then yeah, it makes me. It was probably like 70% from myself.
So, something that I think about all the time is I think. Like majority of the time, if not like 90% or if not 100% of the time, people move like in ways that benefit them. Like, so you can interpret this as people being like selfish. I think everyone is selfish. Would you agree?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay.
Would you agree, Jonathan?
Do you want me to expand on that?
Yeah, to a certain extent, yeah.
Yeah. I think, yeah. And I think
it's a survival thing, though. I think it's just human nature. I don't think people are like inherently evil. I think people are inherently good and selfish. And then I think we understand later on in life that the best way to live life is to try to bring everybody up, because like then people make like iPhones or whatever. Then we can like live life through other people, kind of, because like they become professionals in like a certain field or whatever, and they dedicate their lives to that, and then we're able to reap the benefits of that. Whereas otherwise, like we would only be able to like focus on our like little niche or whatever. So yeah, you just bring everybody up. So being selfish is actually being selfless in a way, because in order to get the most out of life, you have to help other people get the most out of their lives. So that way you can get the most out of your life too, by benefiting from what they work on.
Wait, but then how do you help somebody get the most out of their life if you're also being selfish?
Because they go for oranges and you go for apples, and then they give you oranges and you give them an apple, and now you have oranges and apples. You get more things out of life. There's more, because there's things you can't focus on everything or whatever. That's why, and then there's like a lot of us or whatever, so different people can focus on different things, and then we have I Am Legend or whatever, and we can go watch that movie. and then Will Smith can come to the coffee shop and get a croissant or whatever, because I work at a bakery or whatever.
All right, so what's the next topic you want to talk about?
What do y'all think about the phrase going back to that thing about relationships or whatever? Because I feel like people be salty or whatever when they get like rejected, and they don't understand why they're getting rejected. So I've heard people hit people with this phrase: "If you don't want me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best." Basically meaning that like when I'm like bummy or whatever, you try to talk to me, or no, I try to talk to you and you wasn't about it, and then like they level up and then they hit their glow up or whatever, and they hit that boomerang action. The dude comes back or whatever, and it's like, oh, what's up with you now? He's like, what's up with me now or whatever. Like, now you can't have me or whatever because you didn't want me back then. It's like, oh, now you want me? And my thoughts are like, yeah, of course I want you now. Like, you're attractive to me now. Like back in whenever you weren't attractive, and that's just a fact of life or whatever. Like I find things attractive. I find certain qualities and features attractive in a woman. You weren't that, now you are. Let's make something happen or whatever.
So I thought about this a little too, and I'm on the rocks about it. I'm on the fence because I feel like on one hand, somebody like doesn't like you because like you don't have the qualities that they like or whatever the case may be, but you're like, everyone's a work in progress most of the time. Then on the other hand, let's say there's a girl in high school that you always wanted, but she didn't want you because you weren't like muscly or whatever. So she goes with the guy that's muscly and shit at that time. Then like in the future, you get money, you get muscly or whatever it is that she likes, right? Mm-hmm. You become that person, and it's like, are you being unfair to yourself? Let's say you still like the girl. Are you being unfair to yourself by letting this person disrespect you? If you would call it that, depending on the way she went about it initially. So are you being unfair to yourself by letting this person, like, by you giving the other person access to you at your best whenever they feel like it, but when the shoe was on the other foot, they didn't give you access to them at that time. So are you being unfair to yourself by letting people double back after you've grown up?
I mean, I think there's a couple things you gotta focus on right there. It's like, what is she looking for or whatever? Like, is she just looking at your like money or whatever? Or
let's say it's money.
Well, yeah, I mean, even if she wasn't like back in the day or whatever trying to get at you or whatever, it's just some new girl. If she's just focusing on your money, then yeah, you shouldn't focus. You shouldn't try to go for a girl if she just wants your money. I mean, it also depends on what you're looking for in a relationship. Maybe you just want someone that like just wants like your money or whatever, and you could just like control her or whatever. But if you're looking for like a relationship, like someone to be down for you or whatever, there's obviously things that you have to look for that they're looking for in you to know that it's gonna work out. So it doesn't matter basically. If they wanted you back then, that's my thing. It's like, just because like, why would you expect someone to want you when you're at your worst? Like
maybe it wasn't your worst. Maybe it was just you're just regular. Like, you're you're a work in progress. Maybe she wants a guy that makes 100,000 and you make 50,000. Mm-hmm. And then now you make like 150,000. Is it fair to yourself to like be like, yo, I like this girl, but 10 years ago she said she doesn't like me because like I'm broke? That's just
your pride. That's just your pride getting in the way. That's just you being salty about something that happened in the past. It's just like, what do you want? Just get the pride out of the way and be like, what do you want? Is this someone that you want in your life? Is this someone that you want to share your life with or whatever? And if you feel like she's genuine or whatever, and you feel like it's actually gonna work, you have to think about what's gonna make the relationship work or whatever.
Could something like that be genuine on the other person's part? Like having a specific standard for like you, and then you're not there at the time, but later on you get there, and then now they want you. Is that genuine?
Yeah. What are you looking for in life? Is it you want security? If you want security in life, financial security, and someone can't offer you that, you shouldn't put yourself in this situation. Because you know what you want out of life, and they're not gonna be able to provide that. If you want someone that's like emotionally stable or whatever, and they're not that, and then they get that later, then that there's nothing wrong with that. As long as you're being like honest with yourself, and you're not like whatever, like they weren't good for me then. They kind of upgraded, but not in the ways that I need them to. But like they're still like better or whatever, so I'm gonna go for it or something like that. You just be honest, like they're still not what I need or what I want. I just see like the glitz and glamour or whatever, so I'm gonna go for it. Maybe they're like higher status or whatever, and they have like more followers on Instagram, and I kind of am attracted to that. it's like it's not gonna work or whatever. Like, cause they're still not where you need them to be. But yeah, just respect yourself in that way and be like,
That's my thing though. Is that respecting yourself?
that's just pride talking, because you're like, she didn't want me then. That's exactly my point, bro. It's selfish to think that someone should accept you at your worst, bro. You're thinking like, you should just accept me like how I am. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, no, I shouldn't, or whatever. Because there's hella people or whatever that aren't where you are or whatever that are better than where you are, and I am at their level. So there's nothing wrong with me going for them. And if I don't find like whoever, if I'm still single by the time you come up and if you're trying to do something, we can do something.
What if that person hasn't been single? Let's say they've been running through people at that time. Does it matter?
Bro, it's all about what you want, bro. Do you want someone that got ran through? Like, if you do, then that's fine. If you don't, then you don't, or whatever.
So, do you think it's a proper motivation to? Do you think the pursuit of somebody else is a proper motivation to like better your life?
I don't think that should be a primary motivation, but like moving through life or whatever, that can be a motivation. Like looking back at girls that I wasn't able to get at or whatever, that's hella motivation for me. Maybe it might be a little more motivation than it should be, but like when I'm thinking about like not working out or something, or like whatever, eating bad or whatever, I'm always like, damn, this is not gonna move me closer to like being able to interact with that like level of like women or whatever. I work at a bakery and stuff, and there's like a big window. I see customers filtering through all the time, females or whatever, and I'm just like, damn, like
5 more years.
What I gotta do to get to that? Yeah, like what I need to do to get to that point or whatever. That's mad motivating, to where I can just casually have a conversation with like a beautiful girl. I feel like I can do that right now, but it'll just come easier or whatever if you just.
If I have a 10,000.
Yeah, if I just make 100,000 a year. Yeah, bro, and it should be that way, bro. I don't understand why, cause like those are things that matter in life. Like, it's the same thing where you're like, I don't date like girls that are like don't go to the gym or whatever, or like. Yeah,
That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, like I don't like some guys don't like big girls or whatever, and it's like some girls get offended by that. Like, oh, you should just like accept it for how. No, I shouldn't. Like, it's I don't want that, and that's fine or whatever. Also, you should be healthy.
I think the weight thing is a little different because that's like an overall. That's like kind of like an overall attitude about life. Press the Is it on?
No, bro, it's the exact same thing, bro. The only difference is men value different things than women value. Women don't value the physical features of a man as much as men value the physical features of a woman, bro. This is exactly the stuff that I've been watching on this one for or whatever. If you was trying to get at a girl, would you care about where she worked?
Yeah.
Okay, if you was trying to get at 2 girls, right? Or if there was 2 girls, and one made 50,000 and one made 100,000. And everything else was equal, who would you talk to? Or like, would their wage make any have any impact on who you would talk to?
No.
Yeah, if you reverse it and you ask a girl, like there's a guy that makes 50,000 and there's a guy that makes 100,000. Everything else is the same. You're gonna connect on everything or whatever. She's 100% of the time she's going for 100,000, or like 98% of the time she's going for.
Is this like not being able to see the person's face just based off how much money they make?
It doesn't matter. Everything is the same. Everything is the same. They're the
What
same.
do you mean everything is the same? Like, are they both like 10?
The only thing that's different is that one makes more money. That's it. That's the only
So
difference.
they look like similar. Like, I'm attracted both of them.
You're gonna be equally attracted in every other aspect. The only difference is that one makes less money than the other.
Why would you not go with the one that makes more money?
Because it doesn't matter. Because we don't look for that as guys or whatever. You don't think like, I want a girl that makes hella money or whatever. Girls be thinking like that or whatever. They'd be like, I need that, like, because they're gonna. I mean, yeah, they're gonna go through life or whatever, and they might have kids or whatever.
No. But even for me, like as a guy, now that you gave me more details, why would I not go for the girl that makes more money?
Because it doesn't matter.
But
because we don't care.
If all things are the same, why would I not want the person that makes more money?
Because we don't care about those things.
Well, why would I not want more?
It's biologically. Biologically, we don't care, bro.
I don't care about our money, but you said everything's the same. One person makes more. So, like, why would I not
What if you had a bad girl who worked at Walmart and then an ugly girl that works at fucking Apple?
I don't want an ugly girl.
You're going to go with the ugly girl?
I don't want an ugly girl.
No, it's just like you go for the bad girl at Walmart.
Yeah.
And then if you reverse it or whatever, you be seeing bad females with ugly.
Let it rest, bro.
Or with ugly millionaires, bro.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because
You don't see no hella attractive dudes with
But I
women.
bet the girl has like somebody in her back pocket that she like actually likes.
No, but that's what I'm saying. They'll actually like that person
The girl will actually like the ugly millionaire
because they'll be
You think
attracted.
that?
They'll be attracted to that person.
I doubt it, bro. I think
I think they're just using them at that point.
Yeah.
No, obviously like there's some like gold digging whatever, and then some guys that are just like
Not
down
even
for
gold
it.
digging. I think it's one of those things that most females don't want to have to like work and they want to feel secure. Maybe it's not that they're gold digging, but they're just doing the thing where it's like, yo, which one is the best? Like sometimes people look at relationships like businesses. So what's the best business deal for me?
I don't think girls don't want to work. I think it's
I
starting
think
to.
they
I think it's starting to
don't
switch to where like girls are coming kind of more in like on the business side of things. But
I think that's a phase. I think it's a wave. I honestly think it's a phase, bro.
for any girls that are gonna have kids, they for sure 100% of girls that like want a family definitely want a guy with like a lot of money,
right,
for financial security.
and a lot of females want like kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah.
Would you say so? That
No, yeah.
I mean,
like,
I'd hope so.
So
We're all gonna
that
die.
means by proxy, majority of the females are not gonna want to work.
Mm-hmm.
So that
Well, I don't know
means-
about not want to work. Some ladies will probably still want like careers and stuff, but they don't want to like. They just want that added security.
right. So
Because
Question.
I'm sure some girls
Before
have
y'all
passions.
get married and have kids, so what is she doing then?
Before we get married and have kids,
Yeah.
whatever she wants. I don't know.
I mean, like, what is that?
she leading a relationship, huh?
Before she gets married and like has a definitive role in the relationship, what is she doing?
We're dating.
Sucking
We're
my
dating.
dick.
That's it though? I mean, she can't do anything else?
They can if she wants. It's a free country, but
What do you mean, like career wise, or?
Yeah. Is she like, does she have a career and then once kids start popping out, you want her to,
yeah, I mean,
you
yeah.
want her to quit?
You
Yeah.
lock her in you lock her in the house.
We gotta have a conversation about that. Obviously, I'm not gonna be a stay-at-home dad. I don't care what nobody's. It's whatever. If you want to stay at home dad, that's fine. I'm just not gonna be.
So you gonna leave your kids?
You don't have to leave. You don't have to be a stay-at-home dad to be a good father.
No,
bro.
but
are
what
you
if
talking
she
about?
says like I want you to be here or I'm taking the kids?
Then
I mean,
that's
yeah,
why
she
you talk.
said I
That's why
want
you
you to
talk
be-
about
Wait,
it.
does she make enough money for both of you then?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's fine. You can then find someone that wants to be a stay-at-home
So
dad.
you gonna leave your kids?
We're gonna talk about that before we enter the relationship.
What if things change?
They're not.
Some people don't change.
The person I married, that's gonna be wild. If it does change, then I'll just address it when it happens. But I can't talk about that.
What is
I can't talk about that right now.
What is crazy? What if she, after y'all get married and you have a first kid, and then she goes back to work, and then for some reason she makes like double what you make?
Facts, bro.
She won't.
That's all right. What if?
Like, I'm gonna sabotage her.
I'm gonna start robbing banks. Then I don't know. I'm going to jail or I'm gonna make more money than her. I don't care. I don't even care if that makes me sound like insecure. Like, yeah, I'm insecure about it. It's all good though. It's whatever. I'm making more money than her. Otherwise I'm just gonna marry someone at Taco Bell. I'm chilling.
What if they become like the manager or some shit?
That's wild, bro. I can make more than the manager at Taco Bell. I'm chilling, bro. They sell like 10-cent burritos, bro. There's no way they're making money.
Okay.
Nah.
What if she like? Shit, maybe she goes up to be the CEO, bro.
I mean, honestly, bro. I'm not gonna. We'll hire a nanny then, bro. She's a CEO. We're hiring help. There's babysitters everywhere. We're hiring Dua.
Okay, but
we're gonna hire Dua Lipa to raise our kids.
But she still wants you to stay home, bro. Cause she wants to be you. She wants you to be home when she comes home, bro.
I'm going to second, third date or whatever. I'm telling her I'm not gonna stay home. I'm not gonna be a stay-at-home father.
You know, like the conversation you have with a girl and you're like, oh, we're just friends, but then like y'all start doing shit, so things change, bro. What if that same thing might happen? So you can set the rule at the third date, and then 10 years down the line, it's like, yo, that was like 10 years ago, bro. Shit's changed, bro.
I'll just keep bringing it up then. I'm gonna be like, before we have a kid, I'm gonna be like, all right, we about to have a kid. You know, I'm still gonna be doing my thing or whatever, right?
She's like, yeah,
I'm like, all right, I'm gonna bring it up again, and then I don't know. I'm not gonna abandon my kids, bro. Okay, worst case scenario, I'm getting a divorce and I'm handling my kids.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't care, bro.
Because she makes more than you, and you gotta be a stay-at-home dad.
If she wants me to be a stay-at-home dad, I'm not. The same way
What
I
if she
wouldn't
makes
want.
millions?
Then she makes millions. I'm divorcing her, taking half that shit, and I'm gonna raise my kids. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna make her cheat on me somehow. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna hit up whoever. I'm gonna give him $10,000 to take her to the Bahamas. I'll be like, you should take a trip. You should take a vacation. And when she goes, this
And just hire some
dude
niggas
is gonna
to like hit on her or
dude's
something.
gonna throw a dick at her relentlessly until she has no choice but to cheat on me. And then I'm gonna catch that on camera, and then I'm gonna be like hurt, but like not really or whatever. And I'm gonna be like, well, I guess I'm not staying home.
What if she doesn't cheat on you?
Yeah,
She was like, no, I love my husband
I'm out of luck.
and his stay-at-home bitch ass.
And I'm gonna watch some CSI reruns and figure out how to get away with it.
What the fuck?
This nigga want to kill me.
No, I'm playing. Obviously not, but yeah, I don't know. It's not gonna happen, bro. It's a very low
You never know.
possibility.
You just said yourself like more women are like trying to be like CEOs and workers and shit.
She
so
could be
you
a
never
CEO.
know. It might the scales might change. We might start becoming oppressed and shit.
Oppressed? Do you think women are oppressed?
No, but that's currently it's true. So shit, maybe.
Nah, bro. I want my girl to like do what she wants to do. I want one of the
Do
big.
you want her to be a stay-at-home mom?
No, I want her to have passion or whatever in life. I want her
Maybe
to
her
have.
passion is to be the man of the relationship.
Then we're not gonna be together. Like you acting like these are things that I don't have like a choice in or whatever.
You
Like I'm just gonna be like, oh, I'm in love. Like I'm just gonna wake up and be like, what? Where? How long we been married? Like what? Like I'm gonna find a girl that we're gonna have conversations about whatever. It's
Bro, but
easy to
shit's
see.
changed.
That's,
Shit
that's
changes,
fine, bro.
though.
But like I'm not gonna go into the relationship thinking like she's saying this now and like it's not gonna be this way later or whatever.
You should do that.
If it happens, it happens, bro.
So
but
you'll be a stay-at-home dad if it happens.
Nah. I'm kidnapping the kids, bro, and we're gonna hire a babysitter.
So you're gonna be a horrible dad. Like instead of being a stay-at-home dad, you're gonna be a horrible dad.
They're gonna have. If it gets to the point, I don't even know why she would want me to be a stay-at-home
I
dad.
don't either, but shit, we never know what's gonna happen in the future.
I'm gonna put that on my Facebook profile, bro. I'm just be like my name and then not a stay-at-home dad.
Hey, is this half like playing tournament for the NBA? Is that one game?
I have no idea. No, it's 2 games. Or I know it's not 1 game.
Wait, what?
Because the Lakers are playing tonight, and if they lose, they have to play another team. And I think if they win, they have to play another team too. Don't tell me what's happening if I'm gonna kill you.
Wait, who are you going for?
The Lakers. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't have said nothing. All right, you did kind of a good job of not giving it away with your face.
They're losing?
I can't. He doesn't want to know.
Yeah, bro. If y'all down, we can watch the game after this. But
I'm down.
But no, yeah, I'm chilling, bro. I'm just gonna get whoever. But yeah, you shouldn't just don't let your pride get in the way, bro. You should. It's selfish of you to think that when you're
Did you just say that?
what? Don't let your pride get in the way.
After all that shit, you don't want to be able to stay at home dad?
Unless it's about that. But I'm chilling. I mean, it's whatever. I might be the stay-at-home dad. It's whatever. I don't care. I just need Netflix.
And a beer.
Yeah, I'll be a great stay-at-home dad. No, but as far as like, if you don't want me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. Like that's a dumb mentality.
Yeah, I feel like you just gotta be honest with yourself.
Yeah, if you a bum, you shouldn't
I
expect
was
to be
like-
like with dimes, bro. It's like fine. And if you
Yeah.
if you a bum
You're
female,
just- yeah,
But
you're
that's
just
not
being
the
delusional.
reality how it plays out in life, though.
it is.
No one,
'cause then
most
you
of
get
the time,
rejected.
people aren't the worst as like a bum or some shit. It's just someone.
They're just, like, average.
Someone's more attractive.
Yeah, it don't have to be the worst. You could be any level of that. But if you're not
Oh,
on
then
that
I
level,
think the females are delusional at that point. Because if the dude's average, and she needs to work for you guys to have a livable, comfortable life, and she doesn't want to work at all, and then she's trying to get like a fucking 100,000 millionaire, and every female wants that, and that's just not. There's not enough men like that for women to do that.
That's an exciting thought, bro. To like try to strive for that strata or whatever of men to try to be at that level so that you could be like a low whatever, like a freaking what is it, commodity or whatever. Like you're something that's like sought after. You're like,
Right.
there's not a lot of me, so you better go on this this brunch date with me.
And that point kind of like flips, right? Because I mean, we know a whole bunch of pretty girls, but I don't know anybody that makes over. Actually, I do. I know a couple, and
You know people that make over 100,000 or something
yeah, I mean,
in real life?
yeah.
Wait, on Sims? Like, what are you talking about?
No, like I don't know anybody that makes over
Cyberpunk?
100,000.
Yeah, and that person's a lot more rare than All the pretty girls we know.
Go on Instagram. Go on your search feed on Instagram.
Nah, like in fucking real life, just see them walking around.
When's the last time you saw a beautiful girl? I saw a beautiful girl while I was driving here. When's the last time you saw $100,000? A man that makes over $100,000 is like in great shape or whatever and has a good sense of humor, bro. How many of those guys exist?
Like 0.
This fool.
I know one.
Who?
I don't want to give him credit.
What?
Yeah.
Who? Who?
My brother.
Oh, he makes over 100K?
Well, he's a dentist.
He's in shape?
Yeah, he's in good enough shape.
He's funny?
He's aight.
So no, he doesn't say. He sounds terrible, bro. He sounds like
I
a
just don't
terrible
want to
person.
give him the credit, but yeah, he has all those things.
That's funny.
Was it overheated?
I don't know. I was turning off. It didn't say anything.
But yeah, level up. Just be better. I'm hella taking that from a different podcast. I don't remember what his podcast is, but I'm swiping that. Nice. Stuff is just falling apart around here.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna start recording.
You the camera guy, bro. It doesn't matter. I can talk it out.
Where did I text you? Oh, my cousin's ayahuasca thing.
We got like 30 minutes left. Let's go. Let's keep going, guys. You are now watching.
Pretend like we're talking about something.
Yeah, let's talk about his ayahuasca trip, bro. Let me shut that nigga down.
Oh, yeah, all he did was he went. So my cousin did ayahuasca twice. The first time it was a new experience, obviously, so he didn't really know what to think about it. It was just beautiful for him, and he was just all about it. And he told me about it, and it was a trip. And he tried to get me to do it, and I didn't want to do it. And I slowly started to build a case for why I don't want to do it. And all his second trip did for me is reinforce all of the ideas of why I don't want to do it. Being that all the benefits that he says he received from it, those are things I feel like you can receive those things in life just by like working on yourself.
So I convinced you.
You said what?
I convinced you.
I don't remember what your point was, but I'm sure it wasn't as
Bro,
well.
I was basically saying that. Like, why would you have to do that? Like, have that experience to like get those benefits. It's basically what my argument was.
Yeah.
And you say you wanted to try it.
It's not something I didn't say I wanted to try it. I said I was interested. I'm interested in trying it just to understand the experience, not to like reap the benefits of it. Cause he said he was like feeling music more intensely, and he said he was like interconnected with all the people around him and everything around him and stuff. And it sounded amazing. But point being, I feel like something's lost in the pursuit. When you eliminate the pursuit or whatever, like the process. Are you recording me?
No.
Okay. Can you put that phone down, please?
I'm answering a business.
You said what?
I'm answering a business email.
Right now?
Yeah.
Why? Is he recording me?
No.
He's fucking looking at some story or something.
That's wild, bro. I don't want to do this podcast. This one, bro. You're a weirdo. Bro, there's not enough time in the day. I need to do everything right now.
No, I just got the info right now. That's why. It's time sensitive.
Oh, you getting paid?
Hopefully.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Are we getting paid?
No.
Have you guys been keeping up with the Joe Budden situation? Oh.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Oh, that nigga's a fucking asshole.
What'd he do?
Well, no. He just put business before friends. That's what it seems like.
Yeah.
Oh, he fired all those fools or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
pretty
That
much,
fool's a weirdo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never.
He just threw away. I don't know how long they were friends for, but he just threw that shit away.
Do you think, let's say we were to get big, do you think we'd have problems like that? And
Yeah.
if so, who do you think would
You.
be like,
100%.
fuck you, bro.
See, like that reaction right there, 100%. 100% be you. It'd be over some like weak stuff too. Like we'd be making like $20 a podcast. You'd be like, bro, I should get $11. I'd be like, okay, fine, or whatever. And then like next week you'd be like, oh, bro, I should be getting $15. And then eventually you'd be like 19 to $1.
Out of the 20, what the fuck?
Yeah, and it'd be like nothing, bro. And you'd be like, bro, I'm the face of this podcast. It'd be like,
Well, we're both the face, though.
I know,
If
but
anybody should have a problem, it should be Parks. I mean, Jonathan.
Parks.
He's
They
the
should-
guy, the camera guy.
They should feel called Jamie Fingers. What you think about that, Fingers?
What the fuck?
Cause you type his He's looking stuff up.
What do you think Jamie looks like?
I've seen him before. He's,
I haven't seen
Oh,
him.
you have?
Yeah, he's like an Instagram and stuff.
Oh.
He's like.
That makes sense.
He looks
He's
young
on
and
Instagram.
old at the same time.
Does he have long hair? He looks like he has long hair.
He looks like he has long hair.
He sounds like he has long hair.
No, I don't think so. I don't remember. Pretty sure he was wearing a hat or something. But no, yeah, if we got famous, bro, you'd be our downfall.
Why would you think that?
You just seem like a person that would like to
I'm
mess
black,
it up,
bro. No, it's because I'm black.
You'd be like, the fame would get to you somehow.
Bro, I just-
You're like, bro, I don't know. I just need to mess this up somehow.
I would never ever do that in my life, bro. I'm a real nigga, bro.
You'd be like acting like hella famous. You would act famous if we was famous.
I definitely.
You'd be acting like that dude on RDC when you got a haircut or whatever. That skit that they have. You're like, child, please, or whatever. You'd probably start saying stuff like that and wearing rings or something.
No,
Trying to stunt.
I wouldn't do any of that. I think the person that would switch up is Jonathan.
No, definitely not Jonathan.
Why not
You're just
Jonathan?
trying to get the
You know what I'm saying? You
you're
know,
Probably
so-
like the least person I'd probably change.
Jonathan probably wouldn't even work out still. Like he'd still be his regular.
Yeah.
You'd be like, okay, now I'm a millionaire. So,
That's bummy.
nah, you would definitely.
It wouldn't be
You
me.
would definitely
It
sabotage
would
it.
not be me. I might sabotage us, but not like financial. I wouldn't
What?
fuck y'all over though. But I'd probably say some shit.
If you
or
got an
do some
opportunity
shit.
to do something, bro, you would skip out on us in a second, bro. If
No.
Joe Budden was like, come do my podcast, you'd be
Nigga, yes. What the heck? Why would I not?
if we was famous.
Did you not just see what he did to the other two dudes?
Bro, but that's not, bro. It's an opportunity. He could fire me for all I care. Guess what? Now we got more clout for our podcast.
you don't come back and
Yeah,
stuff?
nigga, yes.
Bro, if you don't want me in my worst, you don't deserve me at my
Bro,
best.
shut the fuck. Everything I do is to benefit like myself.
That sounds, yeah, so, wait, what? Yeah.
So it's like, why would I not? Why would you expect me not to do that?
Well, I mean,
Or why would you think it's wrong with me to do that?
Well, I mean, honestly, in that situation, I'd be like, no, you should do that. But if we was both coming up and like there was like a 50-50 or like a 40-60 opportunity, like we don't know if we're gonna like keep climbing or if you should jump ship or whatever, like sell the stock, and you didn't believe in the podcast enough, I think you would bounce or whatever. I would be chilling, bro. I would just be happy to be making money. Like if we was making money off this and I didn't have to work a second job, bro, I'd be chilling, bro. I wouldn't care about making like whatever.
I'd be
mean,
chilling
yeah,
too.
'cause-
I'd be chilling.
Wait,
Cause I care more about. I'm a creative, so I care
I'd
more
always
about
put the
my creation.
the friendship over the money, I guess.
No, you wouldn't, bro. If some females started getting into the picture, that'd be your weakness, bro.
Yeah.
Some
What do you mean?
and then she was like, "Nah, baby, you gotta do this podcast instead or whatever." You'd be like, "Bet,"
No, what the
and
fuck?
we'd never hear from you again.
Facts. You like, oh, I'm babysitting. Jonathan, you're a billionaire. What the fuck?
Nah,
You
yeah,
would
that,
bounce.
that definitely wouldn't happen.
If she was like, "You can't ever talk to those guys again, though, but you can come over here, though."
Why would I do that? It's one female.
If it was like no, it'd be like 10 or whatever. It'd be like the Takashi.
Okay,
it'd
and
be
there's
like
a lot more out there.
It'd be like the Takashi video or whatever, where they was all slipping on paint or whatever.
But it wasn't pain. It was just skeet.
Oh, bro, you're nasty.
I didn't see that. I wouldn't want that.
Nah, bro, you don't. The pull of that would be too much for you to handle, bro.
Are you a virgin still, Jonathan?
I mean, Jesus Christ, can you edit that out?
You see.
I look, you wanted to say something like you don't know what it's like to have that draw or whatever, but yeah,
Oh, that's bomby.
he's not. He's not though. We all know.
Facts, bro, because he smashed me.
What the fuck?
This podcast had no direction, bro. I feel like there's way too much range in this podcast. We went from like benefiting or like leveling up to gayness.
I mean, that's
I
how.
feel like we always come back to that for
Yeah.
a second.
Then
Yeah.
maybe we should talk about that, like, and why we always come back to that.
Whoa.
Tavion.
Three guys,
And
one
then
mic.
that's when the podcast ends. It just goes black.
Just like my black cock.
Jesus.
Damn, bro, I can't show this to any of my like family and friends or
saying.
nothing. Like,
They don't want. Are
This
they
is why people
homophobic?
don't want to fucking
that has nothing to do
support.
with
Wait. How?
it. That has nothing to do with it.
How?
It's content.
You not
G
allowed-
rating.
Are you not allowed to talk about like the SCX
Time and place, bro.
time and place? Or three guys in a room with cameras. I mean, what else? What else? There's only two things we could be doing here: fucking or fucking.
Yep. It's going straight to my My private collection.
For later.
No one's watching this. But yeah. Damn, we gotta hop on the topic quickly.
Yeah, we got 30 minutes. Let's knock out a topic.
Guys, bro, we've been talking for an hour. I look, you didn't want to come today.
You never want to come. This is why I think you'd be the one that switch up. Your heart's not in it.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody's heart is in it right now.
My heart is in it.
Like, bro, you was just reading, like, you was playing Flappy Bird.
Bro, for one, no. For two, no. Okay? My heart is in this forever.
What?
Through and through.
we just have to
120%.
have a guest, bro.
You think so? Jonathan's our guest.
No, Jonathan's a part of the podcast, bro.
Nah, I'm
Since
like
when?
honorary member. I don't know.
He lives in the apartment. He's
Are you going to act like we didn't have the conversation and say kick Jonathan out?
First, why the fuck would y'all even have that? I've been here once.
and we just wouldn't
We're
tell
like,
him.
Yeah.
we're like, bro, this nigga
You told me an
Jonathan's not
hour
dedicated.
before this
He's not
shit.
dedicated, bro.
He'd just be like, damn, they haven't asked me to come back on in a month. He wouldn't trip.
Honestly, if that happened, I was like, oh, I guess they just stopped doing it.
That's your problem.
Honestly, that's what I thought. When you had Carl D on, I was like, oh, I felt a type of way.
You got replaced? Bro, you
I
said
know,
you
that
couldn't
was-
be
I
here.
know,
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the time we had the conversation.
Okay, just don't fucking call me. I don't know when you guys do this shit.
We never had that conversation. That's hilarious.
Bro, see, you don't care, bro. You don't care, bro. So if we were to get famous off this, you'd be the one to switch up.
I don't care in the way where
Bro, he would care if we started making money. What the heck? If we started paying you, if we started getting paid and paying you, you'd be like, bro, what? Yes.
I mean, yeah, that's dope.
would-
This
you would-
this
you
is
would-
some easy shit to do.
If you started making like $1,000 a podcast, bro, if we was making like 5,000 and we gave you like 1,000 or whatever off
And I take 4?
sponsorships, I said, let's go ahead and
Fucking look. Oh yeah, I mean, I'd care at that point, but if you guys just, I don't know, I feel like it wouldn't be. That's like a bonus, I guess.
What do you mean? You just
I'm not.
you just trying to-
I'm not here for the money.
You're just trying to hang out.
I mean, yeah.
Nah, bro. It's because you don't know what it's like to be poor, bro. To where it's just like if you, not that you're rich, but like,
Are you rich?
Like when-
I'm not poor.
like when you start, like when people get to like their first job somewhere, but they still live at home, they don't think like I have to make this work or whatever. Like I've been desperate for minimum wage jobs
Yeah,
before.
you've had to make that shit work. Yeah.
I've been like, yeah, it's either I wash these dishes or I can't pay my phone bill or whatever. And like there's a difference. Yeah, that's the difference. I don't remember what my phone was, but yeah.
Dick.
You
Just
should
think
work.
about
You
dick. I
should
think
work
that's what I'm
hard.
thinking about.
That's like your like default or whatever.
I mean, I can see at the
Once
top
my
of your
mind,
mind.
once my mind starts to wander, bro.
D-bag. Once your mind wanders, it always goes to dick. It's just inevitable.
You know that I think guys think about sex like
No.
hella a lot or whatever.
It's the same for women and
in like a minute. In like a minute though. You said what?
You fixed it? But that's why you get paid.
I did set up a desk. When if you
Oh,
trying to
no
watch,
more space? All right, fuck it.
I did set up a desk though. Bro, the room's gonna be
Bro, let
dope,
me
though.
see the desk.
But I didn't take pictures of it.
Why fucking not, bro? It's like an accomplishment. It's like the first step to being rich, a rich billionaire. You gotta chronicle the whole thing.
It's wild how far off we are from. It's wild how many people are ahead of us right now. Like everybody, like 99%. The only difference, like we don't even have like a space. Like we're renting a space.
Facts, bro. There, he was asking me that too. He was like, "Oh, like, so like you guys are pretty much working like in the negative, right?" I'm like, I mean, yeah, kind of, cause we do rent out. We
Like,
probably
lose-
spent like
we
about
lose.
like what $400, so like $250. We probably made like, well, I don't know about y'all, but I made probably like $500.
What are you talking about?
Off this?
Yeah.
Who? Or how?
Oh, you think this got you a job or something? The job that you haven't been paid for yet?
No, it's remember how I take the money and you guys are just here to like just like to talk. You know, that's what happened.
See that? Yeah, I wouldn't even care if that was true.
You wouldn't? Why, bro? That's like disrespectful to. It's not about the money. That'd be disrespectful to like our friendship.
Nah, but I'd be chilling though, cause I don't know. Like if it happened moving forward, I'd be like, yeah, we're splitting that or whatever. But like if it happened, or I'd be like, it's whatever to me. But we're not making any money. So you want to take a quick break for the sponsors? For our sponsors?
Yeah.
Good time?
We are being sponsored by Yum Yum. You think we should reach out to businesses,
Why
bro?
don't you just No, who's watching it? What benefit do they have?
They don't know. Listen, bro.
They obviously what?
I'm sure they just looked that shit up.
Oh, what's your podcast called? Off the Mark. Bet.
It doesn't even show up in search results.
Is it this one? Oh no, that's not it. Just keep scrolling down on the YouTube or whatever. Way down. You gotta go to like
two Mexican chicks.
you gotta go to like the next page or whatever, where it's not even on the first page of like search results.
But do you think we should do that?
Not yet.
Not yet. Right till we get our setup and shit straight.
Once we get over 1,000, whatever.
1,000, I think that's too much. It's kind of setting the bar a little too high.
No, I mean the max bar.
1,000 what?
Like viewers or something.
Or something. What is the or something?
1,011. 1,007 or something. I think 1,007 is a good number. But we definitely have to get better podcasts. Like we can't just talk about nothing.
So you think we should have guests and stuff?
Or just have like topics of conversation that actually have content.
Yeah, don't just current event type shit.
I guess, but I feel like everybody does that, bro. I feel like everybody be like, "Oh, do you see what freaking da 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 did?" And we're like, "That's wild." What are your thoughts on that?
But that's also kind of like what people search when they go like on YouTube and shit. They
Want to know what happened.
like Anthony Hitchcliff.
That's not his name. Tony Hinchcliffe.
Tony is short for Anthony, correct?
Oh yeah, it is. But who calls him by his full name? His comedian, his stage name is Tony Hinchcliffe.
But yeah, so the other day, yesterday, I just typed in Joe Rogan. I typed in Tony Hinchcliffe, and there's like 50 podcasts that was talking about it. And I watched like 5 of them.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like we should have some.
So I mean, but like if that's discoverability, then that's.
I'm down to talk about that too. We should start all of our podcasts off like how I said though, with like something that happened in history. Shout out to George Washington for being the first president of the United States. They wanted him to be king, but then he was like, "Nah, 2 terms and I'm out."
Wait, they did? They wanted him to be king?
Yeah, they wanted him to continue. I think so. I think because they came
his
from
name now, so I think so.
they wanted because they came from Britain or whatever, and they had that setup, that government setup or whatever. So they're like, "Oh, he's dope, bro. We want him to rule us." People want to be ruled, bro.
Oh, so that's dumb.
People and mostly women want to be.
You just had to slide that in there.
It's just like don't make me make decisions. Tell me what to do. That's what females be like, bro.
It is easier. When I had uniforms in middle school, that shit was kind of easy.
That's why I'm not tripping on indentured servitude.
I was
low-key about to say slavery, but I'm not bold enough to say that.
I have slaves though too.
You said, bro, everybody here in this room would probably have had slaves if they were white back in the South. That's another thing, bro.
You have slaves out there?
You would have.
Honestly, I have no idea.
You probably would have.
I like to think I'm a better person than that, but who knows?
Because it's
probably
like
not.
Presidents had slaves, bro, and they're supposed to be like the best people we know.
That
No.
doesn't mean anything.
What? There
As
are
far as-
normal people that
Yeah.
just decided one day, we need some organization in this bitch.
And I'm not gonna do it. You ever picked that up before? That's just heavy, bro. And then
Facts, bro. That shit.
Let's
Hey,
get one of these big dudes over there.
Facts, bro. So let's go. Wouldn't it be cool if we had somebody do this for us? Say, my bro.
Never mind. I was gonna say some shit, but nah.
That's the thing about it, bro. You have to, in order to understand yourself, you have to understand that you're capable of anything, and by anything, that's anything positive and anything negative, depending on your environment. But once you understand that, you're able to move forward, honestly and in a genuine manner. Because what you do is always based on the understanding that you could go in either direction. Because people be like, I would never be like a whatever slaveholder or whatever, or I would never be a Nazi. But it's just like you can see it now from like your pedestal or whatever. How are people gonna look at killing animals and stuff and eating them like 1,000 years from today? Like what if we come up with a way of like supplying our bodies with the nutrients that we need without killing animals?
I think the killing of animals isn't just about nutrients. It's about like a release. It's like a certain aspect to it.
Like Dexter?
Yeah. Like, shit like that. Like, I feel like there are some things that we just have to do as people.
What are you talking about? Some people never kill animals.
Some people don't, but some
the overwhelming majority of people don't kill animals.
But what would the people that do need to kill animals, what would they do? Then
I don't even think that they do need to kill animals.
I mean, the fraction that would still never equal to the amount of animals that are dying now
Yeah.
for our food.
From like factory farming and stuff.
Are you saying so like no one can kill animals anymore, or are you just saying not that many people, or are you trying to take away
No,
the need?
I'm just saying this. How people are gonna look at it, like how people look at slavery right now, might be how people look at how we killed animals now, like in the future.
So
Which
like,
is,
black
if I'm
people,
being honest, it's
animals?
kind of wild.
Facts, bro. We
Because
just be
we're
like,
we're humans and they're not humans.
we raise them to eat them,
I know.
and like we like, and it's like low-key like conveyor belt type. Like we don't even care, bro. There's this video, there's a thing on Netflix where there's like little chickens and stuff, and they're like on a conveyor belt just
Oh,
to
yeah,
get
little
slaughtered,
baby ones.
to get
And they're
slaughtered,
fucking
bro.
getting like grounded up.
I see that every single time I'm at McDonald's in my head. Like that's what would be projected on my forehead whenever I'm at McDonald's.
Do you think that? So I don't know, but there's like this dude. I be watching like debates about people, and there's this dude named Vegan Gains, and he's like a vegan, and he always brings up a lot of people that are like vegetarian and vegans. They always bring up the fact like, oh, it's like cruel to the animals and like it's unethical and it's immoral and stuff. In my eyes, bro, I feel like it doesn't matter how the animal is killed. They're being killed to be eaten. So how do you feel about that? Because I feel like it doesn't matter. Like, let them have fun. Like, obviously we see people like abuse the animal and shit and like, you know, like torture it. But I mean, I feel like the ends justify the meat. Like, you know, like either way, no matter how it dies, it's gonna become a burger. So do you think it actually matters?
I don't have any way. Honestly, I don't have any way of justifying killing animals to
I'm
eat them.
saying.
Yeah, I can't. But I'm still gonna do it. But I have no justification for it. It's such a norm that I don't feel like bad, I guess, or whatever. Like it's just the way like the world is set up right now to where it's the easiest way to like not be hungry is to go to like the superstore.
So
and
that's
buy
my
some beef.
point. Do you think it needs to be justified, or you think it just is, and it doesn't matter how it's carried out, or do you think it matters?
I mean, it matters if we say it matters or whatever.
Right. But other than that, it really doesn't matter as long as we eat, right?
I mean, nah. I might be vegetarian at some point in my life, but not right now because I'm
Why?
broke.
Why?
Just to make myself feel better.
So why do you think it's not right, or what is your problem with it?
Just taking life for my supplementation or whatever. For me to exist, something else has to die. That's just wild to me.
You don't think that's a circle
I know,
of
but
life?
that's like, if you like go back to the basis of it, we're animals that eat.
So
Or-
so let's say this. Let's say an alien race invaded and we were hella nutritious to them. Would you be down to give yourself up for that same idea?
No, the prey never willingly lets the prey eat them.
Facts.
But you're still supporting that ideology though, where it's just like I'm like it's okay for me to eat them or whatever because they're in a way. Well, what are you saying? So they're supposed to be there? Like that's the
No, I'm
supply?
not. We survive off of eating them. I mean, I guess we have other ways now, but I just I don't know, lack the empathy or whatever to care about the way a chicken's killed.
Yeah.
The way it is.
Yeah.
I definitely.
Well,
That's what I was asking. I'm like, does it matter? Like, if you torture
nah,
it
you
or
don't,
like-
bro. You still eat chicken, and how many times have we seen those fucking videos at the
I definitely
the
have.
fair?
And the college tour we went to, when they showed us the video, like,
Yeah,
oh,
and
you should be.
they're fucking,
you should
bro.
be-
They're fucking being grounded up while
Yeah.
they're still alive, and
yeah,
you still
they be like,
fucking. Yeah,
like,
we don't care.
I don't fucking-
People
it
don't
doesn't
care.
Matter. They're dying either way. Like,
Yeah, we
people-
don't care.
People don't care. Like the overwhelming. I feel like people are starting to care though. I feel like it's gonna gain traction, like global warming and stuff, like how that gained traction, and people are starting to care about that stuff. I feel
People
like,
don't care about that either.
facts.
but like I feel
not enough to like
it-
stop something that we have. Like, if they say, all right, today instead of like taking a 50-hour bath, you can take like 50. Or like a 49-hour bath. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? This is America. This is a free country. So
if it starts to get to the point to where they're like, if you guys keep doing this, everybody's gonna die. I feel like people will.
I don't.
But I think it has to get
Yeah.
to that point. before
Earlier,
people-
how you was saying people don't care about you. People don't care about a lot of things.
no, but they care about themselves, and if they think that that's gonna influence
Oh, like in their lifetime, we're all gonna die if we
My-
don't stop doing this.
my tooth started to hurt or whatever, and that became a main priority in my life. Like I'm getting my like ID so I can go to Mexico so I can get some dental work done. But like it's been like this like whatever for the past like 10 years or whatever, but
Mhm.
it just only recently started hurting or whatever. So
Mhm.
now it's a priority because it's affecting my life. Once you can't like do certain things or whatever because of like stuff, like you'll make it a priority in your life to try to make a change.
But
Nah, coronavirus. Niggas were still going out there like it was nothing.
yeah, I for sure was.
Nigga did not care not one bit. All these people getting that shit and catching it and giving it to their family members.
No, yeah, but like once a person caught it, I'm sure they take it more serious. Once they like they got the whatever.
Not necessarily
the
if no one around them died. If they got
Like
better,
round
I'm
two?
sure they were out there again the next fucking weekend.
Yeah.
The
Bro, I had that shit. That shit wasn't that bad.
That's
That's
badly.
the amount that it affects you though, that changes your perspective on things.
Right.
The amount that things affect you, that is the amount that you use your response to it or whatever, cause and effect type deal.
So what if we were like in a drought, but like let's say different areas of the world have like different amounts of water before they have to run out? You don't think people will be like, well, shit, I don't have to listen to it that much because we got more water.
I feel like the overwhelming majority of the people stayed indoors or whatever and like wore masks. I feel like people like actually abided by like rules and stuff. I feel like if anything, it shows that if we're in a pandemic type scenario, or whatever, people are gonna try to survive. I don't think enough people stepped up to try to, or maybe I just didn't see it. I feel like enough people stepped up to try to make like I don't know, things okay or whatever, like spread positivity.
About what?
Mm.
Just about like being hopeful for the future or whatever.
Oh, you don't think? Oh, I could agree. I agree with that, but I think that's because there's an agenda behind everything. They probably think that fear mongering is the best way to control the population into doing something. Because, like you were saying earlier, if something doesn't affect you, like until it's like a real problem, like an issue, you probably won't listen. So if they're like lax about it and being like more positive about it, people probably will be like, all right, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, as soon as they started talking about how they were gonna take away the mandates or whatever for the masks on the 15th, hella people started going out.
Yeah,
Haven't even done it yet. And people were like, all right, bet it's over.
bro. I've been out.
Throwing in like a graduation cap, throwing their masks up in there like graduation caps.
Bro, low key though, when it first started, bro, I was kind of like excited. Cause those like zombie apocalypse like things we always like talk about, bro.
Do you think you're ready for that, bro?
I don't think I'm ready.
Do you know how to
I
shoot a
want to
gun?
experience. No, well, yeah, duh. But like,
Do you know how
I
to,
don't know how to like do it. Like, I'm not a good shot. So
do you know how to load a gun?
yeah. So, but I'm just
scary.
I'm not a good shot. So I just want to experience it.
Hella
and then,
people buy
like,
guns too.
Have other people like protect me.
Yeah, hella people buy guns.
Yeah.
Should have invested in Big Five Sporting Goods.
They sell guns.
Yeah, just I almost bought one. I was trying to talk to some girl at the catch register, and he was like, "Bet I'll go in there and buy a gun. You talk to the girl." Then we went back in there, and I just stood there awkward while he was pretending to buy a gun. You said what? Huh?
To distract her? That's what you meant?
Just
Or she
to
was
just
just
to have an excuse to get back in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then she was at the register, and then the other gun guy was over there, and he went in there because we had already gone in there, and I didn't say anything to her. She said she liked playing tennis, and I was like, in my mind, I was like, you should go play tennis with us, but I didn't say it out loud. I said it in my head.
Cause you're thinking about dick and shit.
Yeah, I feel like it keeps getting in the
What
way.
is that on your forehead? Tennis racket.
like big Ben 10. Bro, that's wild. But no, yeah, just level up, guys. Do better, bro. And I don't even think it's bad that I'm not making $100,000 right now or in the best shape of my life and saying stuff like that, because I think you need to say that to call yourself out. Majority of the time, whenever I say anything, I'm saying it to myself. Anything that's critical, I'm just talking about it to myself or whatever. Like if I try to give advice, it's why do you keep twitching?
I have Tourette's.
On purpose.
Crack
You weirdo.
On purpose?
But no, yeah. Do some push-ups, damn it.
Who?
It's better, everybody. Do some burpees.
Do you take your own advice?
Yeah, I mean, I've been, whatever. You know, I bought a bunch of clothes like 3 years ago or whatever because I was in the black and at that time. And then I got
I
big,
don't know what that means.
like financially good or whatever.
Is that what that means?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Oh.
And then I gained weight and none of them fit me. So there's clothes that I haven't worn in like 3 years. This is like a shirt or whatever I haven't worn in like 3 years.
I feel it. I got some of those too, cause I gained like 12 pounds, bro, and I
Yes,
used to wear like tight shirts. So there are some clothes in my closet I've been having for like 2 years, bro. And I'm like, fuck, I can't wait to wear this shit.
I have like 25 shirts I can't fit.
Jesus
I can't
Christ.
fit. Yeah. I have like and like 9 pairs of jeans that are too tight that look like leggings.
Stop buying fucking jeans. What the
Nah, I've had them for years now.
Why do you have 9 jeans in the first place?
Wait, how many do you have?
Like 3.
Ew, you just turn them inside out.
What the fuck? How often do you wear jeans?
I never wear them. I just wear work clothes all the time.
Oh, that's a good point. Now I think about it. I don't wear jeans. I probably have like 15 pairs of jeans, but I probably wear like 3.
What the fuck?
So maybe
There's not that many different options of jeans.
No, but it's like a certain look. You know, when you get dressed, it's like a certain look. You can't. Some jeans don't.
So
work
you don't have 2 jeans that look the same?
I do. But I'm saying you have more, so you can like put together a nice outfit. You get what I'm saying?
But you just said you have some jeans that look the same, so they would.
I do, but they might be like slightly.
It's like
different.
this. Nobody cares. like if we're posting this on whatever, and we're trying to get big. Like nobody cares about this part.
No, you'd be
That we're
surprised.
that we're
bro.
talking about right now?
You'd be surprised. Some people actually do care.
Well, I
about
don't
how
want
many
those people
pairs
to
of
follow
jeans
us.
I have.
I don't want to be associated.
I'm pretty sure you need all the people you.
No, not those.
Facts, we need all of you we can get.
If
bro.
that's what it takes, then I want to be part of this.
So you keep building your case as to why you'd be the one to switch.
I'm gonna call those people and be like, "Hey, what's up? I saw you were watching our podcast." You're like, "Yeah, I love your podcast. It's so interesting." Yeah, don't ever watch it again. I'm having that conversation with people that are interested in conversations about jeans. Freaking bums.
But there's an audience for everybody and everything.
We're not their audience. We're not their content.
Why?
Because I said so. I'm not gonna be a stay-at-home dad, and I'm not gonna entertain people about conversations with jeans.
You know you don't look Mexican to me.
What?
It's like, wait, where's this conversation?
You don't look Mexican to me either. That was funnier than what you said. Okay.
No, it wasn't.
be a stay-at-home dad, Tavion?
Of course he is. What's he gonna do? Have a career? Freaking bum.
Would I be a stay-at-home dad? I don't know, bro. I mean, I would, and then I just work on something like play video games or like
You'd be a streamer.
yeah, I'd be a streamer. I hella be so I'd do it.
You'd be like playing this stuff. Be like, oh, damn, the kids is crying or whatever.
Jacob, shut up! Stop hitting your sister.
Bro, you're putting it in the red.
Oh hella.
We hella been on this podcast, right?
No, we was, bro. But yeah, I do shit like that, bro.
Stop hitting your
Stop
sister.
dunking your sister's
Why would
head
you-
in the toilet.
Yo, right after that.
Did it again. I do shit like that. I'd be happy with it.
There's a joke. Somebody was talking about how his dad was a couch father. He would just be like, "Hey," and that's it.
Wait, who said that? Joe Coy?
No, I don't know. I think it was. I don't even remember. I might have just made that joke up.
Yes, he didn't.
Bro, I had a.
Who was it?
I don't know, but he definitely did it. I've heard it before.
Oh, you think I'm funny?